One of the most important questions that you're ever going to get asked in your life is if you found the opportunity that's going to change your life forever. If you said no to that, are you spending some time each day looking for that opportunity? I'm going to talk to you today about becoming a career agent with Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company, the #1 final expense company in America. If you're in one of these 5 states, you like the idea of being self-employed, being your own boss, I want you to pay attention because I might just have what you're looking for. Just a quick personal testimony. I started in this business back in 2012. I did not have any experience. I did not have an insurance license, and I literally had no money. I was broke. I had lost my job that I had been in for the past 17 years. I was previously self-employed in a family business that went belly up. I found myself again for the first time in 17 years looking for work. I didn't quite know what I was going to do, but I knew some things I didn't want to do. Number one, I did not want to punch a clock. I did not want to work 9 to 5. I did not want to be struggling for the rest of my life. Luckily, I had a good friend, very successful in the business that I'm going to tell you about, that came to me and said, "Hey, I'm a part of this company, Lincoln Heritage. I want you to check it out." He invited me to come to a meeting, and so I did, and he went over all the information that I'm going to be going over with you today. Things like who we are, what we do, how we do it, and what's in it for me. And going into that meeting, being totally transparent, I didn't really know what to expect, and to be quite honest with you, I wasn't even really all that enthused. Working in sales was not something that was in my wheelhouse. But when I left that meeting and I heard everything that was said, I left there excited about what I heard and excited about starting a new career, and I hope that you are the same. Lincoln Heritage is the largest final expense company in America. Our home office is located in Phoenix, Arizona, and Lincoln Heritage began as a true mom and pop organization. Our founder, Jack London, started this company literally from a back room in his home in Phoenix, Arizona. He would go door to door selling final expense policies. He would bring the paperwork home. His wife and his kids would type up the billing statements, type out the policies, issue the checks to the agents, and over a period of time, Jack took his home office and turned it into what we have today: over 7,000 agents nationwide, over 1 million policyholders, and over $8 billion of life insurance in force. We are hands down the best in the world at what we do. Most companies offer several types of insurance, such as term life, maybe variable life, and they do final expense on the side. At Lincoln Heritage, final expense is all we do. So what are final expenses? These are going to be bills and expenses that are left behind when someone dies, such as funeral home costs, maybe cemetery costs, unpaid medical expenses, probate costs, legal fees, and other unpaid bills. So what we offer is a policy that's going to pay out money to the family that's left behind so that they have the money they need when they need it to cover these costs, which can be $10,000 to $15,000 or more, depending on what that person wanted. Since everyone dies sooner or later, everyone's going to leave behind final expenses. Unfortunately, the government offers little to no assistance with these costs, so that leaves the people that we leave behind having to shoulder the entire burden. And that's where we come in. We offer the Funeral Advantage plan. Funeral Advantage is much more than just a final expense policy, though. It's a complete program. It offers whole life insurance protection, accidental death and dismemberment benefits, child term riders for children. It also offers free family support and funeral home price shopping. We're the only company in the entire industry that's able to offer all of these benefits. There's two main questions that come up when someone loses a loved one. Number one is, when they walk into that funeral home, the funeral director is going to ask, what is it that your loved one wanted? And then they're going to follow that up with, and how are you going to pay for it? We offer the only solution in the entire industry that actually answers both of these concerns. As an agent with Lincoln Heritage, you're going to be spending most of your time talking to folks that have responded to one of our ads. You know, we market through the mail, we market over the television, on the internet. We also do some other types of marketing. And these are going to be folks like your family, like your aunts, your uncle, your grandparents, maybe your parents, people between the ages of 40 and 85 that are looking for a small policy to take care of these final expenses, usually something under $35,000 or less. Our system is simple. We take leads on a consistent basis, and we go out and make contact with these folks either in person or on the telephone, going out, finding out exactly what their needs are, and finding a plan or a solution that's going to both meet their needs and their budget. So what does this opportunity have for you? First is unlimited income. I remember before Lincoln Heritage getting a check every Friday, and that was good because I knew when it was coming in, I knew how much it was going to be. But it was bad because if I ran out of money before the next Friday, I had to go do a payday loan, I had to go get a second job, maybe do some type of a side hustle, mow some yards or something like that. Well, here, if I need money, I simply go out and I see people and I show them the Funeral Advantage. If I'm not making enough, I just simply do more. I'm in control of my activity. See more people, work more hours, sell more policies. I'm in complete control of all of that. If you follow our system and you want it bad enough, you can come in and make $500 a day with the Funeral Advantage sales system. That's because Lincoln pays commissions daily. With advanced commissions, if I can make a sale today and get it turned in, I can get paid on it today. If I can make a sale tomorrow, I can get paid on it tomorrow and the next day and the next. It's all mindset. You simply have to have the attitude of I can, because I know that if I do, Lincoln's going to pay me. Lincoln pays its agents and Lincoln pays its agents fast. So that same sale that you got paid on today, you're going to get paid on it later. That's called renewals or residual income. Think of it like royalties. Renewals are what makes you wealthy in this business. Renewals are what takes you from making $40,000 this year to making $100,000 next year. Okay? It's truly what sets this opportunity apart from any other career. Job security. You know, Lincoln Heritage has never had a layoff. This is one of the things that really drew me into this opportunity because, again, I was employed for 17 years, found myself unemployed. What was I going to do? I didn't want to go somewhere else and spend another 15, 20 years and find myself unemployed at a stage in my life where I really didn't have a lot of work life left. So job security was very important to me. Management opportunities. You know, one of the number one reasons that long-term employees leave their job is there's no advancement opportunities. Here, you're going to have that opportunity if you have the right mindset. You know, if you can recruit, if you like helping others, if you understand the principle of a little from a lot, we want to make sure that we put you in a position to where you can get the most out of this opportunity. And so you don't have to be here a long time. It doesn't matter who you know. We've got a blueprint for you to follow that you can work your way into management in as little as 90 days. So if you want to build a business, we want to help you build a business. One of the number one things that you see lacking in 1099 self-employment type situations is group health and dental benefits. And you know, in this day and age, it's very, very important that you have insurance because you might have a child that has a certain condition that requires an expensive medication or lots of doctor visits, or maybe you yourself has a medical condition, your medication's expensive, you need insurance. Well, I've got great news. Here at Lincoln Heritage, we offer group health and dental plans for you and your entire family as long as you meet the production requirements. You know, plans start out at $450 a month for individuals, but if you can produce the right amount of insurance, we can get that down to as little as $150 a month depending on your production. Family plans start out at $700 a month, but we can get that down as low as $400 a month depending on production. If you're concerned about insurance because again you have a health issue or expensive medication that you have to buy, we can get you covered while keeping you self-employed. Three big things that I see lacking in a lot of careers now is training, support, and recognition, and we believe in all three of these things. You know, one of the main reasons I think that people fail in business is a lack of training, support, and recognition. And it's not always because it's not available. It's because a person's just not coachable. And here, if you want to be successful, you've got to be coachable. If you're willing to follow our proven system and you're willing to do the things the way that we show you how to do it, be an order taker in the beginning so that you can become an order maker down the road, then I promise that we're going to support you, we're going to train you, we're going to provide you with all the ongoing support you need along the way. However, if you choose to do it your way, hey, that's fine too, but we just can't promise you the success, the track record of success that we have found with our proven system. But you are self-employed, and we want to make sure that you do get all the training, support, and most importantly, recognition that you deserve for your hard work. One of the great things about this opportunity is that you're your own boss. But also one of the things that's a little bit scary is you are your own boss. That means the buck stops with you. So if your business is doing well, hey, you get all the credit. But if your business is not doing so well, you also get all the credit. You know, one of the things that you're going to need to be okay with is not turning your mind off in the beginning, because You know, your business is like an organism. You got to take care of it. You've got to stay focused on it. You've got to be committed to it. And one of the things I love about this opportunity is the ability to have my own business and be a business owner. But if you want to stay in business, because the odds are definitely stacked against you, you've got to make sure that you're fully committed to what that takes and what that requires. And the great news is we have systems and trainings and support in place to help you make that a little bit easier than it would be out there on your own. As far as training goes, we've got training out the ears. We've got online videos, we've got conference calls every week, we've got live training, we've got field training, classroom training, we've got study materials, we've got an unlimited supply of training and ongoing support out there. But you've got to be willing to put action behind it. So I can promise you that we have the training, the support, the everything that you need to be successful, but I cannot promise you that it's going to happen overnight. You know, everybody loves to be recognized. Our agency does an award ceremony every year. It's second to none. They literally roll out the red carpet. There's awards for production, there's awards for leadership, there's awards for growth. There's awards for Rookie of the Year. I mean, there's all kinds of awards. So if you like to be rewarded, if you like the recognition, if you like to be on the stage, you're going to have that opportunity. We also do monthly incentives and recognition. Our company, for example, Lincoln Heritage, does a yearly incentive trip. You know, incentive trips are a reward from the home office for working hard. They're earned through production requirements. They're always in a different location. They're held in 5-star resorts and exotic locations all around the world. You know, some of the places that we've been in the past, we've been to Hawaii, we've been to Germany, Scotland, we've been to Boca Raton, Dominican Republic, we've been to Canada. This year we were going to Spain, England. So, I mean, you know, if you have always wanted to travel the world, but you just always thought, well, I'm never going to have the money to do it here, you can do that just by simply going out and working hard. With these incentive trips, your airfare and your lodging for you and a guest is paid for. Most of your meals are covered. You even get a little bit of spending money and some other free gifts. I mean, the home office spares no expense. Think of it as a paid vacation every year, plus you get to network with all the top managers and agents across the country. So it's also, here's the other part about the incentive trip that's awesome. You know, in order for you to be successful in this business, you've got to have a strong support system at home. And sometimes as we're building our business, you know, you're putting so much effort into this thing that sometimes your support system at home can feel a little bit left out. Maybe feel like, you know, you're going all in with this and you're neglecting maybe your home life. Well, this is a great way for you to reward that support system that supported you and put up with you as you're building your business to take them on one of these incentive trips. So I know what you're thinking. You've got the same question that everybody else does. How do we get paid? Well, you know what? I've got great news. How we get paid is so simple. We pay in free puppies. So all you got to do when you come on board is tell us what's your favorite breed of puppy. We got you covered. Actually, that was a joke. We do pay in money, and we actually pay very well, but how much you get paid depends on how much work you put in. You literally hear your pay is tied to your activity. Most places that you go, you're trading hours for dollars. You know, an hour of your time is worth 20 bucks an hour, or an hour of your time is worth $15. And as long as you're willing to trade that hour, you get paid. Here, it's a little bit different. Is this commission? Yes, it is commission. Every job in America is based on commission at some level. You're working at Walmart, you're getting $15 an hour, $20 an hour. Guess what? Your pay is based on commission. You're getting paid by the hour, but the business owner is paying you based on the amount of sales coming in. Here's the kicker. You're not in control of any of that. How many of you have worked somewhere on a shift and got sent home or cut early because sales were slow? Maybe you even got laid off. You know, think about what just happened with COVID-19. A lot of people lost their jobs. Why? Because there was not enough commissions coming into the businesses to be able to pay you that hourly or that salary wage. Here, you're in complete control of all of that. All right? And what makes this organization different than others is our lead program. You're not going out and strictly cold calling. You're not going out and trying to convince your friends and family to buy policies. We have people that have contacted us first, and your job is to go out and deliver the information to them that they requested. So a lot of people ask, exactly how do you get paid? How much you make on an individual sale is determined by what we call the AP, or the annualized premium. Now, the average annualized premium per sale is $600, okay? How do we calculate that? We take whatever the monthly payment that the customer is paying, we multiply it times 12. That's how we get the annualized premium. So our average customer is spending around $50 a month. So we take 50 times 12, that's 600 annualized premium. And your entry contract, or our entry-level contract for most folks, is going to be 80%. So your commission, your sales commission, is going to be 80% of that annualized premium, which is, in this example, was $600. So you take 80% times 600, your sales commission is $480 on that one sale. Now, you're not going to get paid all of that at one time. Remember, the customer's only made one payment. But what our company does do is they pay you what's called an advance commission. They basically pay you 9 months worth of the commissions at one time. We call it advance. So you take that $480 worth of sales commission, you multiply it times 75% in most cases. That's going to be your advance. That's what you're going to get paid today. So if you go out and you sell Miss Jones a policy, it's $50 a month. That's a $600 AP sale. Your sales commission on that's going to be $480. You're going to get 75% of it same day you make the sale in most cases, which is $360, 480 times 75%. $360 today, and the remaining $120 is going to be paid out throughout the rest of the year. So your average take-home per deal is going to be somewhere usually between $250 to $500, depending on the size of the payment. And don't forget, hopefully you're not just going and seeing one person a day. I remember when I was sitting in the meeting and I hearing this for the first time, the first thought that popped in my head was, so if I could sell 5, and the wheels started turning. So it comes down to how many of those can you do in a day. If you can do 2, you're looking at $500. If you can do 3, you're looking at, $700-800. I mean, so it's unlimited potential. It literally comes down to how hard do you want to work, when do you want to start, how late do you want to stay, and how well do you know our system. So you got $360 paid up front. What about the other $120? Because remember, your total sales commission is $480. What happens to that $120? Well, that $120 is basically set back, and it is paid out in 12 equal installments. So on this one sale, you're going to get $10 a month for the next year. So basically you're building a base pay. So if you can sell 5 of those, now you're at $50 a month base pay. If you can sell 20 of those that month, you got $200 a month base pay. And so if you do the math on that, let's say that you're consistent and you're doing about 20 apps a month, about 1 a day, and you're doing that 6 months into it. Now you went from no base pay to now you got about a $1,200 a month base pay. Plus you're getting all of those advance commissions as well. So it doesn't take long for your income grows exponentially. Like I said, today, this year, this month, you're sitting here, you're making, $500,000 a week today. A year from now, you're making $10,000 a month. How hard do you want to work? What would you do? What would you be willing to do to make that kind of money? So if this is something that you can see yourself doing, if you found yourself excited about some of the things that you heard about this, or maybe you're even just a little bit intrigued or curious about it, hey, why wait? Reach out to us today. Let's find out. Hey, the worst that can happen is it's not a good fit, but you won't know until you find out.